everyone to the Peggy J. Johnson Gymnasium. I would also like to welcome those watching this via closed circuit in the auditorium, and to those watching graduation streamed live via the internet. Our yearbooks have chronicled a journey of 36,534 days, 2 world wars, a Great Depression, over 8,208 graduates, and too many memories to count. Many of those memories live on in the generations of families present here tonight. Through all of this, we have arrived at this moment. Let us now begin with the 100th anniversary commencement ceremony at St. Genevieve High School for the class of 2015. I ask that everyone please remember this commencement ceremony is an important occasion for our graduates, families, and friends. It represents the culmination of 13 years of work. Although it is a happy time, it should be a ceremony and not a celebration. Your conduct at the ceremony should be dignified. Our bleachers are noisy. Please limit movement up and down the bleachers. We also ask that you turn off all cell phones or other electronic devices that might interfere with this ceremony. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. I now call on the senior class president, Ms. Reagan Marie Zerwig, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. Graduates, please turn to face the flag. And gentlemen, please remove your caps or hats.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to call on the 2015 Salutatorian, Ms. Caitlin Norris-Sokowski. We need a photo.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I've been with most of you since kindergarten, and by now you should all realize that I'm not the best at public speaking. Mrs. Google, she really tried her best with me, but I don't think I improved much. I know that everyone here has something more exciting to do than to listen to me talk, so I'm going to make this short and sweet. I want to start off by thanking my twin sister, Kendall. I've always heard that 2 heads are better than 1, and I know this to be true because if it wasn't for her acing my gym classes for me, my GPA would not be as high as it is. It only works because Coach Hess still can't tell us apart. Don't worry, Coach Hess, you're not the only one. The teachers and staff at St. Genevieve High School are amazing people in and out of school. They dedicate so much time and effort to the students here that they deserve a huge thank you for helping us graduate. Our parents should also be thanked. Without their hard work, devotion, and dedication to us, life for the past 4 years would have been nearly impossible. Students, we are finally graduating. We have been dreaming about this day since before freshman year, and maybe even before that. We need to remember that everyone has talents that makes them who they are. For example, I can now calculate the coefficient of friction acting on an object. Kendall, my sister, she is good at welding. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. We just need to find something that we enjoy doing and pursue it. It has been an honor for me to be a member of the St. Genevieve class of 2015, which I might add is the 100th graduating class for St. Genevieve. I have truly enjoyed the last 4 years of my life with everyone, and now I would like to say a few thank yous to people who have helped me tremendously along the way. I'm just kidding. I wish you luck, and I look forward to seeing everyone begin the next chapter in our lives. Thank you.
I now call on Mr. John Mooney for the presentation of the Instrumental Music Awards.
The first award I have to give this evening is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. The recipient of this award is a student who came into jazz band as a senior and was thrown right in and didn't complain about having to play a lot higher than he was used to and a lot more difficult parts than he was used to. Garrett Elder. And the recipient of this year's John Philip Sousa Award is a student that I'm not sure band could have meant any more to than it did. It was an important part of her life, and I hope she doesn't tear up when she comes up, but Kelsey Green.
I now call on Mrs. Michelle Jokers for the presentation of the National Choral Award.
This year's National Choral Award goes to a young man who has participated in just about any extra choir activity he could, Mr. Daniel Ditch.
I would now like to bring to the stage the District Athletic Director, Mr. Jeff Nix, for the presentation of the 2015 Athletic Awards. Mr. Nix.
This year's Armella Peterson Award for the Outstanding Senior Female Athlete goes to Miss Magdalena Rochelle Fleet. And this year's Mal Kimmel Award for the Outstanding Senior Male Athlete goes to Mr. Drew Michael Schmelsley.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to call on the 2015 class valedictorian, Miss Crystal Ray Nagar. Good luck.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, faculty of SGHS, parents, and graduates. I would like to personally welcome you to this special ceremony that marks an important milestone in not just our personal lives, but also in our community. I am truly humbled to be speaking on behalf of the 100th graduating class of St. Genevieve High School. The year of 2015 marks the centennial anniversary of the first graduating class here at SGHS. There is an abundance of truth in the statement that the St. Genevieve R2 School District has, over the course of the century, made a great deal of impact on our community. I am sure that there are generations of people in the audience today who can bear truth to that statement. I can say, on behalf of the class of 2015, that we are very honored to be a part of a long and tremendous history here at St. Genevieve High School. There are many things that make each and every class different, but there is one thing that will, always and forever, remain the same. We are dragons. My fellow classmates, I would like to congratulate you on all your accomplishments throughout your education here at St. Genevieve R2. Whether it be in the classroom, out of the classroom, on a field or a track, or in our community, every accomplishment has led you to this moment right here. I can now say that our time has come. We have been waiting all of our lives for this moment. We now have 13 years of education under our belts that has made us smarter, wiser, and stronger. No longer are we little innocent kindergartners just beginning to learn how the world works. No longer are we fifth graders making the transition to middle school. No longer are we, let's be honest, awkward and icky middle schoolers, as Mr. Zusman likes to yell in the hallway. No longer are we scared freshmen. We have been big fish in a little pond and little fish in a big pond. We have been numerous times on the bottom and again on the top. Not until this year did we feel what it was like to reach the goal of every high schooler, to be a senior. The ones who are at the highest you can be, the ones who are mentors to the underclassmen and learn to savor the experiences, both past and present, with no regrets. Throughout our education, we have been taught a wide variety of subjects inside the classroom and life lessons outside the classroom, whether it be in a club, organization, or sport. On the other hand, there's an abundance of subjects that our teachers did not have time to teach us, or simply could not teach us, partly because they are still learning themselves. Life is a mystery, and no one knows what the next generation will need to know to succeed. We have to use the knowledge and experiences we have to continue on our education in college, on the job, or wherever else we choose to go. The outstanding faculty here has given us a tremendous opportunity to make an impact on the world, no matter how big or small. So dare to dream and make a difference in this world. Follow your dreams wherever they may lead you. Remember, you only get to do this once. There are no redos, no takebacks. Make mistakes, they may turn into something spectacular. And if at first you don't succeed, try again. My advice that I would like to leave you with, to class of 2015, comes from a great man, our 26th president, Theodore Roosevelt. He once said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly." So I say to you, class of 2015, dare greatly. Unfortunately, wherever you go in life, there will always be negativity and critics who will point out your shortfalls. Just know that they will not count, because you are the doer of deeds. You are the one who will change the world by striving for your best. There is no victory without sacrifice, no triumph without error. Ren Brown once said, "Get in the arena of life with courage and clarity of purpose. When we spend our lives waiting until we are perfect or bulletproof, we ultimately sacrifice relationships and opportunities that may not be recoverable. We squander our precious time, turn our back on gifts and unique contributions only we can make. Perfect and bulletproof are seductive, but they do not exist in the human experience. We must dare to show up and let ourselves be seen." These quotes were given to me by Miss Rowland, and now I am passing on the advice to all of you. I hope that each and every graduate here tonight will take something from these quotes and make it their own. I want to take this opportunity to thank, on behalf of the class of 2015, from the bottom of our hearts and most sincerely, all the teachers and staff here at SGHS. I know that we may be biased, but the truth is that we have the best teachers here at our school. They are amazing educators and people in general to whom we owe our success to just as much as to ourselves. You have taught us everything from American government to English to personal finance to child development. These are all things and more that we will use in higher education, on the job, and in our personal lives. I just want you to know that everything you taught us has made a difference, big and small. Personally, I believe that there is no one who does their jobs better than you. Thank you for all the knowledge, the advice, the jokes, and the laughs you have given us over the course of our 4 years. Most of all, thank you for giving us the opportunity to go out into the world and make a difference. I would also like to take this time to thank all the parents, grandparents, relatives, and friends of all the graduates. You are the ones who stayed up helping us with our homework over the years. You are the ones who gave us a shoulder to cry on when needed. You are the ones who sat through countless football games, performances, and banquets. You devoted your time, your energy, and your money to giving us an education and one long, memorable experience here at St. Gen. We owe our success to you as well. Thank you. If you will bear with me for a moment, I would like to add something about a matter that is very dear to all of our hearts. Last year, as most everyone knows, was a tragic year for the St. Genevieve School District. We lost 3 wonderful and bright students last year, Dennis Fleeg, Zoe Reimer, and Danielle Foff, the last 2 belonging to our class. Also, I would like to acknowledge Brian Korn, who left us too soon in 6th grade. Those devastating days had a huge impact on life here at St. Gen and in the community. I cannot stand up here and acknowledge all of our accomplishments and newfound happiness and not mention their names. I believe we owe it to them to carry on our lives, to take chances and play it safe all at the same time, to seize the day, to be creative, to be respectful, and to make others laugh as they did. We will forever carry them in our hearts, and they will always be a part of our enormous family here at SGHS. Now I would like to speak to my fellow classmates at this time. I challenge you to dare greatly, dream big, and change the world. Need I remind you that you only get to do this once? A brilliant man by the name of Abraham Lincoln once said, "In the end, it is not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years." Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The purpose of life is to live it, to taste the experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience." Our own amazing 8th and 9th grade counselor, Miss Rowland, once told me, "Keep moving forward, not looking to the side or behind, but forward to your own unique contributions you can make on this world." Class of 2015, I challenge you to shine on. You are the bright lights and bright minds that everyone around the world are looking to change the world. We are the next generation of engineers, space travelers, doctors, and lawyers. We have an obligation to make a difference. Please live your life to the fullest and have no regrets. My fellow classmates, I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors and a long and happy life. Lastly, I hope everyone will remember where you come from, no matter how far away you may be in the future. We will always be loyal and true, even when we're through. We pledge our hearts to the school that has made a profound impact on each of our lives. For it is true, once a dragon, always a dragon. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to give, we would like to give special recognition to exceptional awards received by the following groups of seniors. Graduates wearing light blue satin pendants are members of the Dragon Chapter of the National Honor Society. This organization is the most prestigious of the co-curricular groups at the high school level. Members are selected by a faculty committee and are students who reflect outstanding accomplishment in the areas of scholarship, character, leadership, and service. All 4 areas are equally considered, and students selected for membership must continually strive to use their talents and skills for the improvement of society. Students, please stand as I call your name and remain standing. And would everyone please hold your applause until all students are introduced. Jessica Boyer, Daniel Ditch, Taylor Hasty, Amanda Kastner, Kayla Kreitler, Lauren Kuchta, Crystal Nagger, Jessica Probst, Caitlin Sokowski, Kendall Sokowski, and Reagan Zerwig. These are your National Honor Society members. Students, you may be seated. Graduates wearing honor cords colored in the primary and secondary colors are members of the St. Genevieve chapter of the National Art Honor Society. Members are selected by demonstrating outstanding abilities in the visual arts, including participation in art shows and sales and museum and gallery exhibitions. Students must also receive letters of recommendation from teachers in the area of creativity, dedication, service, and character, and must have achieved an A average in fundamentals of art and maintain that average in every course thereafter. Students, please stand as I call your name and remain standing. And would everyone please hold your applause until all students are introduced. Kevin Douglas, Nick Hurst, Lauren Tucker. These are your National Art Honor Society members from the class of 2015. Students, you may be seated. I now call on Mr. Scott Mercer, Assistant Principal and A-Plus Coordinator, for the presentation of our A-Plus Schools graduates, honors, and high honors. Mr. Mercer?
We are very proud to acknowledge our A-Plus Schools program graduates wearing green and white cords of distinction. These students have met the A-Plus requirements, which are a 6.875 non-weighted cumulative grade point average, 95% cumulative attendance. They have also maintained good citizenship and have performed at least 50 hours of tutoring or mentoring. As certified A-Plus students, they are eligible for tuition assistance to attend Missouri community colleges or vocational technical schools. Students, please stand as I call your name and remain standing, and would everyone please hold your applause until all students are introduced. Time Armbruster, Jessica Abishon, Tyler Billings, Jodessa Bowman, Jessica Boyer, Elizabeth Brown, Taylor Brown, Madison Buckheit, Hunter Boucher, Lacey Bergert, Jesse Senatempo, Andrew DeRoos, Emma DeLapp, Dustin Geatley, Pamela Harlow, Jacob Hercher, Joseph Howe, Nicholas Hurst, Brittany Klein, Kayla Kreitler, Lauren Kuchta, Blake Meyer, Clayton Mueller, Crystal Nagy, Shelby Knoll, Caitlin Palmer, Katie Palmer, Mackenzie Parr, Tristan Ponder, Jessica Probst, Mariah Ritter, Brian Schaff, John Schilly, Drew Schmelsley, Olivia Schneier, Caitlin Solkowski, Kendall Solkowski, Brandy Sutton, Taylor Tyson, Tristan Vessel, Adrian Weeberry, Reagan Zerwig. This is the 14th graduating class from St. Genevieve High School as A-plus seniors, and I can tell you they have worked hard, and we are very proud of their accomplishments. Please give them your applause. Students, you may be seated. Several of the students tonight are wearing gold honor cords. The honor cord exemplifies scholastic achievements during the past 4 years. The unique feature about these honor cords is that all students, regardless of their program of study, have an equal opportunity to achieve this honor. We have two groups of students wearing these honor cords tonight: the honor students and the high honor students. Honor students are those with high honors and regular honor roll a total of at least 12 quarters during the past 4 years. Students, please stand as I call your name and remain standing, and would everyone please hold your applause until all students are introduced. Time Armbruster, Jessica Abishon, Tyler Billings, Jodessa Bowman, Ashley Brown, Taylor Brown, Madison Buckheit, Hunter Boucher, Lacey Bergert, Whitney Burr, Emma DeLapp, Jesse DeRoos, Kevin Douglas, Garrett Elder, Blake Engel, Magdalena Fleeg, Lucas Gettinger, Dustin Geatley, Pamela Harlow, Taylor Hasty, Jacob Hercher, Clarissa Hiley, Nicholas Hurst, Alyssa Jarrett, Megan Klein, Caitlin Palmer, Katie Palmer, Mackenzie Parr, Brittany Pierce, David Ringwald, Olivia Schneier, Timothy Schweigert, Brandy Sutton, Ethan Vaith. These are your honor students from the class of 2015. Students, you may be seated. High honor students are those with high honors at least 13 quarters and regular honor roll for 3 quarters during the last 4 years. Students, please stand as I call your name and remain standing, and would everyone please hold your applause until all students are introduced. Misty Adams, Douglas Bosler, Jessica Boyer, Jesse Senatempo, Daniel Ditch, Amanda Kastner, Kayla Kreitler, Lauren Kuchta, Nevada McAlpin, Tate Meyer, Clayton Mueller, Crystal Nagger, Tristan Ponder, Jessica Probst, Mariah Ritter, Brian Schaff, Caitlin Solkowski, Kendall Solkowski, Taylor Tyson, Adrian Weeberry, Reagan Zerwin. These are your high honor students from the class of 2015. Students, you may be seated.
Students wearing the gold stoles are the current 2014-2015 senior class officers. Students, please stand as I call your name and remain standing, and would everyone please hold your applause until all are introduced. President, Ms. Reagan Marie Zerwig. Vice President, Ms. Mariah Leanne Ritter. Secretary, Ms. Caitlin Norris Sokowski. Treasurer, Ms. Jessica Lynn Boyer. Historian, Ms. Kendall Hagan Sokowski. These are the senior class officers of 2015. Please give them a round of applause. Ladies, you may be seated. 4 special awards are presented at graduation to 2 girls and 2 boys in the senior class. These students are voted on by the entire high school, faculty, and staff, and they represent outstanding characteristics such as character, leadership, citizenship, and scholarship. Students, when I call your name, please come up on stage to receive your award. The recipient of the 2015 Danforth Ideri Awards are, for the ladies, Ms. Jessica Elizabeth Probst. And for the gentleman, Mr. Tate Stephen Meyer. The 2 recipients of the 2015 Outstanding Senior Girl and Senior Boy Awards are: Outstanding Senior Girl is Miss Taylor Nicole Hasty. And the Outstanding Senior Boy is Mr. Daniel Alexander Ditch. Many other students have received honors. These honors have been listed on the inside of the program you've received tonight. Please refer to the program to review the additional numerous academic accomplishments for the class of 2015. Also, each year we'd like to take a moment to recognize those students who receive local scholarships. We sincerely appreciate the support of the community and the businesses that fund these scholarships that students receive. These scholarships are appreciated by the students, and I know they will help these students to achieve their goals. At this time, I would like to recognize the students and the businesses that sponsor the scholarships. Students, please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all recipients have been announced. Please hold your applause until all recipients have been recognized. Joseph Allen, SGEL, MSTA. Jessica Aubuchon, Lost Acres Tractor Club. Douglas Bosler, the Dennis P. Fleeg Memorial, Citizens Electric Corp., St. Genevieve Elks Lodge 2674, and the SGHS FFA. Jessica Boyer, Peggy J. Johnson Memorial, SGHS FFA, St. Genevieve Elks Lodge 2674, Robert Rottler, and Lindsay Roth Memorial. Hunter Busher, St. Genevieve High School. Lacey Berger, St. Genevieve County Horseshoe League. Whitney Burke, Wolks Insurance Agency. Michaela Campbell, St. Genevieve High School. Jesse Cinetempo, Fleets Equipment Incorporated. Emma DeLapp, St. Genevieve High School. Andrew DeRoos, Lloyda Ag Service. Daniel Ditch, St. Genevieve Lions Club, St. Genevieve R2 Faculty, St. Genevieve Elks Lodge 2674, and the American Red Cross. Kevin Douglas, the Knights of Columbus Council 1037. Garrett Elder, Bloomsdale Bank. Blake Engel, Bill Carl Memorial. Magdalena Fleeg, St. Gen Vision, All Sports Boosters, and MRV Banks. Kara Grass, St. Genevieve High School. Dustin Geatley, St. Genevieve High School. Harry B. Matthews Jr., Mississippi Line. Pam Harlow, St. Genevieve High School. Taylor Hasty, SGHS FCCLA, and Tyler Wolf Memorial. Jacob Hercher, St. Genevieve High School. Nicholas Hurst, St. Genevieve JCs, Zoe Brooke Reimer Memorial. Amanda Kastner, Mid-America Rehab, St. Genevieve County Pork Producers Valley Athletic Club, St. Genevieve Elks Lodge 2674. Megan Klein, Don Heil Oil Company Incorporated. Kayla Kreitler, American Legion Post 150 and SGHS German Club. Lauren Kuchta, Armella Peterson Memorial, the Women's Club Helen Smith, St. Genevieve Elks Lodge 2674, and the Danielle Falk Memorial. Nevada McAlpin, PLC Memorial, Paige Johnson, Lucas Welton, and Clayton Grass. Blake Meyer, the Dennis Fleeg Memorial, Sons of the American Legion Post 150, Steelworkers Local 169G, and the Jean Rosella Sampson Memorial. Crystal Nagger, St. Genevieve Elks Lodge 2674, Wholesome, Harry B. Matthews Jr., Mississippi Line, St. Genevieve County Memorial Hospital Medical Staff. Caitlin Palmer, SGEL, MSTA. Katie Palmer, Zell JCs. Mackenzie Park, the St. Genevieve County Democratic Club, the PLC Memorial, Paige Johnson, Lucas Welton, and Clayton Grass. Tristan Ponder, the National Junior Honor Society, the St. Genevieve Elks Lodge 2674, and the local small business. Jessica Probst, Linda Coleman Henson Volleyball, St. Genevieve Chamber of Commerce, SGHS Student Council, National Honor Society, the Dennis P. Fleeg Legion Ball Memorial, St. Genevieve R2 Faculty, Women's Club Young Women's, St. Genevieve Elks Lodge 2674, and the MFA Foundation. Cade Reynolds, St. Genevieve High School. Mariah Ritter, Plaza Tire Service, American Red Cross. Brian Shaw, Lost Acres Tractor Club, and Sylvanus Products. John Shilley, Lakeland Insurance Agency, and Eric Scott. Drew Schmelzley, Vern Bowman Contracting Company. Olivia Schneier, St. Genevieve High School, and SGHS FBLA. Jonas Schwint, the PLC Memorial, Paige Johnson, Lucas Welton, Clayton Grass, St. Genevieve High School, and Private John E. Smith. Cody Stacy, George Finley Senior Memorial, and Classic Cruisers Car Club. Caitlin Sokowski, St. Genevieve County Fair Board, St. Genevieve Elks Lodge 2674, Weingarten JC's, St. Genevieve Community Foundation, Fleegs Equipment Incorporated, Hill and Dale Garden Club, and St. Genevieve NEA. Kendall Sokowski, St. Genevieve Rotary Club, Brandy Sutton, American Legion Riders Motorcycle Association Post 150. Taylor Tyson, Bloomsdale Elementary PTO. Lauren Tucker, the St. Genevieve Betty Garardi Memorial Art Guild, and the Zoe Brooke Reimer Memorial. Matt Turek, St. Genevieve High School. Tristan Vessel, Bloomsdale Excavating. Adrian Weeberry, St. Genevieve Rotary Club, Little Saline Sportsman's Club, TG Missouri, and St. Genevieve NEA. Harrison Womack, the VFW Post 2210 and All Sports Boosters, and Reagan Zerwig, Dennis P. Fleet Memorial, and American Legion Post 150. Our small business scholarship donors include T. Drury Contracting Incorporated, Bosler Funeral Home, St. John Ford Incorporated, Roads 101 Stop, Michael Harrell and Associates, LLC Certified Public Accountants, St. Genevieve Media, LLC, United Brotherhood of Carpenters Local 2030, Mike Schmelsley, Klimco Contracting, Farmer Refinishes and Sandblasting, LLC, DQ Freeze Lots Incorporated, Lurk Custom Cabinets, Little Roundabout Preschool, Shoe and Sons Plumbing and Heating, Equipment Pro Incorporated, Computer Solutions, Mill Hill Car Care, Oberly Meats, Sarah's Ice Cream and Antique Shop, Point Base Development Corporation, Jerry Herman Construction, St. Genevieve County Farm Bureau, St. Genevieve County Farmers Market, Ultraflow, Klein's Mediciner Pharmacy, St. Genevieve Manufacturing Company, Cozy Kitchen 3, LLC, Fisher Quarry and Hauling, LLC, Tower Rock Stone Company, Riverside Landscaping, Jeffrey L. Cups, DMD, MS, Rosie's Posies, LLC, and Virginia Grovey. Please give the scholarship recipients and businesses a round of applause. Students, you may be seated. At this time, I would like to acknowledge three particular students who, although are not here tonight, are definitely with us. Ms. Danielle Marie Foth, Ms. Zoe Brooke Reimer, and Mr. Brian Nicholas Korn. Empty chairs have been placed in the front of the stage, symbolizing their memory and place with this class. I feel the following help to describe the larger-than-life personalities of these young women and this young man and why they are so deeply missed. In the spring of 2009, the class of 2015 lost one of the most incredible young men the town had to offer. Though Mr. Brian Korn was called home, his mark would forever be engraved in the hearts of his fellow classmates. Brian is most remembered for his unparalleled amounts of enthusiasm and perseverance. In any activity in which he undertook, you could be assured it would be done to his utmost ability. While those close to Brian most likely remember his insane love for football, others are sure to remember his clever, comical remarks, which were always followed by his crooked grin. In the spring of 2014, the entire Dragon family lost another two amazing members, Miss Danny Foth and Miss Zoe Reimer. Miss Danny Foth was an incredibly gifted young lady. With her crimped hair and shy smile, she had a knack for balancing schoolwork and her social life perfectly. She was an emotionally strong individual with the sweetest personality, smile, and laugh. She lived to enjoy life with all those around her. She was truly the epitome of the belief that life is not measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. And Miss Zoe Reimer was simply a one-of-a-kind person. She was a friend to everyone and one of the best friends anyone could ever have. Her art was a window into her soul, beautifully complicated, yet simply beautiful. She was charismatic, as evident by her amazing selfies and countless photos with friends. She loved music, and it could not be more fitting that her favorite song was "I Want to Be a Pirate." SGHS has never quite been the same without her smiling grace to greet us in the Commons in the morning, or her unique approach to life to help get us through the day. The class of 2015 would like to dedicate this ceremony to these two young, amazing women and this amazing young man who will forever be members of this class. May their memory and spirit continue to live on in all of us. Let us please have a moment of silence for Miss Falk, Miss Reimer, Mr. Korn, and all the other members of the Dragon family who are no longer with us. Thank you. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the students of the class of 2015 who have enlisted to serve our country and have received their detachment dates. Students, please stand as I call your name and remain standing. And would everyone please hold your applause until all students are introduced. Mr. Lucas Wayne Gettinger, United States Army. Mr. Brady James Isbell, United States Army. Mr. Travis Dwight Operly, United States Marine Corps. Mr. Owen Wayne Roth, United States National Guard. Mr. Timothy Wayne Schweiger, United States Air Force. And Mr. Ethan Nathaniel Vaith, United States Marine Corps. These are the students of the Armed Forces for the class of 2015. Please give them your applause. At this time, I would also ask At this time, I would also ask that all veterans of the armed forces who are in attendance here tonight, please stand and be recognized. We sincerely thank you for your service. I would like to call to the podium Dr. Jeff Lindsay, the Superintendent of Schools, for several introductions and comments. Dr. Lindsay?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to introduce the platform guests tonight. I will begin with the members of the Board of Education. These people serve this community and school district without compensation. They spend countless hours formulating policies and making decisions in the best interest of our students. I would ask them to stand as I introduce them and remain standing until all have been introduced. Please hold your applause until I have introduced all members of the board. President Martha Riesinger, 25 years of service. Vice President Joan Dunsey, 12 years of service. Secretary Terry McDaniel, 14 years of service. Member Eric Bosler, 4 years of service. Member Charles Crowder, 4 years of service. Member David Bova, 3 years of service. And Member Rick Rudloff, 2 years of service. Please give them a hand. Thank you. I also would like to introduce our administrators here on the stage. Begin with Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Julie Fleeg, High School Principal, Mr. Chris Haney, and High School Assistant Principal, Mr. Scott Mercer. There are some additional names I want everyone to hear tonight. A. Ross Clark, Roberta F. Myers, Clarence J. Keddy, Joseph P. Kiefer, Anna G. Vorst, Walter C. Reeves, Sarah M. Yeager, Felix A. Keddy, Catherine D. Myers, Edwin C. Keddy, and Hilda L. Giese. Those were the 11 graduates of the class of 1915. We've spent all year celebrating their legacy on this, their 100-year anniversary. We have looked at memorabilia, we have reviewed their history, and we have appreciated their traditions. I sincerely hope that 100 years from tonight, when future generations reflect back on this class as the first graduates of the second century of our illustrious history, that they will appreciate the tremendous accomplishments of the students sitting right here before you tonight. Graduates, in just a few short moments, you will cross this stage as graduates of St. Genevieve High School. On behalf of the staff, administration, and Board of Education, allow me to extend to you my most sincere congratulations. There are many people here tonight that have contributed to your success. Administrators, teachers, librarians, counselors, coaches, principals, all deserve a share of the credit, as do cooks, teacher assistants, technology staff, custodians, secretaries, maintenance staff, nurses, bus drivers, and community volunteers. So graduates, please join me in showing appreciation to our faculty and staff. The happiness and pride of this moment is to be shared with your parents and family as well. Parents of the graduates, would you please stand and remain standing? Parents of graduates, don't they look so proud? Of course, we cannot forget the grandparents as well. So if you are a grandparent, a great-grandparent, a great-great-grandparent of a graduate, would you also please stand? Please give these folks a hand. Thank you. Graduates, would you please stand? Mrs. Riesinger and members of the Board of Education, it is my pleasure to declare to you that the young people assembled before you have fulfilled all the requirements as set forth by the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education and the additional requirements as set forth by the St. Genevieve R2 Board of Education, and are now eligible to receive their high school diplomas, along with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the St. Genevieve High School senior class of 2015.
Graduates, you may be seated.
Reagan Marie Zerwig. Crystal Ray Nagger. Hannah Ray Apt. Misty Jo Adams. Joseph Ray Allen. Time Marie Armbruster. Jessica Renee Aubuchon. William Robert Autry III. Jacob Andrew Barty. Jaden Daniel Bardot. Douglas Allen Bosler. Tyler Austin Billings. Jodessa Catherine Bowman. Jessica Lynn Booyer. Sarah Jo Booyer. Mackenzie Anton Brewer. Ashley Taylor Brown. Elizabeth Suzanne Brown. Taylor Ray Brown. Madison Marie Buckeye. Hunter Austin Busher. Lacey Marie Berger. Whitney Michelle Burr. Michael James Callanan. Michaela Elizabeth Campbell. Morgan Faye Karen. Jesse Lee Sinatempo. Jacob Thomas Cole. Michael John Collier Jr. Taylor James Davis. Emma Rose Delac. Angel Marie Denton. Andrew Michael DeRouche. Jesse James DeRouche. Daniel Alexander Ditch. Kevin Edward Douglas. Garrett Paul Elder. Blake Michael Engel. Magdalena Rochelle Flea. Brandon Ray Flippo. Evan Garrett Forsythe. Colin Thomas Fortenberry. Lucas Wayne Gettinger. Kara Christine Grass. Kelsey Lynn Green. Dustin Ray Geatley. Pamela Marie Harlow. Taylor Nicole Hasty. Jacob Robert Hersher. Clarissa Jo Hiley. Joseph Richard Howell. Austin Lee Howland. Nicholas Edward Hirsch. Brady James Isbell. Vincent Alexander Jackson. Smith Lee Jacobs. Alyssa Ray Jarrett. Tanner Colt Jones. Tyler Michael Jones. Brittany Elizabeth Jordan. Amanda Ruth Kastner. Dakota Austin James Kellogg. Austin Edgar Louis Klein. Caitlin Norris Zukowski. Brittany Lucille Klein. Megan Alea Klein. Kayla Marie Kreitler. Lauren Marie Kuchta. Brandon Joseph LaRose. Chase Gunnar Lindsay. Tommy Jane Manch. Nevada Chance McAlpin. Blake Andrew Meyer. Tate Stephen Meyer. Devin Tyler Middleton. Cody Lewis Mitchell. Dylan Nathaniel Mize. Sean Paul Molden. Clayton Joseph Mueller. Andrew James Nagger. Shelby Ann Knoll. Travis Dwight Oberly. Gina Nicole Palazzola. Caitlin Tiffany Palmer. Katie Elizabeth Palmer. Mackenzie Michael Parr. Courtney Lynn Pasha. Timothy Robert Falk. Brittany Lee Pierce. Tristan Amadeus Ponder. Tiffany Renee Porter. Jessica Elizabeth Probst. Christina Marie Rapp. Caitlin Leanne Reese. Cade Scott Reynolds. David Joseph Ringwald. Mariah Leanne Ritter. Owen Wayne Roth. Abigail Renee Saffel. Brian Nicholas Shaw. Matthew Charles Sher. John Mitchell Shilley. Drew Michael Smelsley. Olivia Diana Schneier. Jordan Timothy Schrum. Timothy Wayne Schweigert. Jonas Freeman Schwint. Cody Michael Stacy. Kendall Hagen Zukowski. Brandy Renee Sutton. Haley Alexandra Thomas. Taylor Christine Tyson. Lauren Ashley Tucker. Matthew Joseph Turek. Michael Robert Turner Jr. Ethan Nathaniel Babe. Alyssa Joy Venz. Tristan David Vessel. Adrian Nicole Weeberry. Nicole Elizabeth Welsh. Ashlyn Noel Wilson. Taylor Lauren Wilson. Dominic Alexander Womack. Harrison Kent Womack. Kevin Michael Worley.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us stand and applaud the graduates. As a Cardinal fan, I would be remiss if I did not mention that the individuals that Dr. Lindsay named tonight were all about 11 years old the last time the Cubs won the World Series. Graduates, please stand. As we close our graduation ceremony, we ask that the audience stay seated until all graduates have exited the building. They will meet you outside the building at the front of the gymnasium briefly before boarding the buses for project graduation. At this time, I would like to again call on the class officers for the last time as students of SJHS to lead us in the traditional changing of the tassel and the singing of the school song. use it much? Or not. I like the email about the colors. Your email about the color cords. I like that. Go.